Hey, what's up guys, it's Fish here and welcome to another epic battle on the Ancient Empire mod for Total War Attila. Today we're going to be continuing on our Caesar storyline. Previously, if you haven't seen it, basically Caesar was taken by surprise by this huge 10,000 man army. Well, it was actually around about 13,000, but in the previous battle we managed to slay around 3,000 of them. So yeah, Caesar was taken off guard by this huge enemy army. He wasn't prepared to fight it, he was in a pretty poor position. So basically he gave the order to us, Cato, who was the legatus commanding the force, to hold the river crossing for as long as possible while Caesar, dismounted his camp, brought it back and retreated to higher ground, which is exactly what he's done. You can see he's taken a pretty nice high ground here. He set up fortifications around the side and around the back as well to kind of protect his forces and kind of made sure to choose his battlefield. So the sacrifices in the previous battle kind of led to this, and it was a really cool story. Cato fought bravely, however he was eventually defeated, which was a real shame. However, he did manage to make it back to Caesar's army, and today Cato is going to be leading, you can actually see him right here. Cato is going to be leading this right flank, and if you're like, oh, Cato, I know that name, I'm kind of named him after the Simon Scarrow books, the Eagle series. So yeah, he's going to be commanding the 4th Macedonian legatus, or no, not legatus, legionary, or legio over here. So yeah, he's going to be on command of these guys on this little right flank. And then Caesar's main army, which is over here, is going to be the 3rd, and kind of the surviving troops from the previous battle kind of met up with the rest of the 3rd and got replenished and stuff like that. So it should be a really epic battle. Valen's power is actually in my favour to begin with, even though we're outnumbered by about 3,500 men or 2,500 men. I didn't want to give the AI, so many advantages that they would just wreck me. Caesar wants to win this battle. He retreated back so that he would have a good advantage in this battle. So, hopefully this will just be epic, and it'll be really cool to see, lines and lines of Romans instead of just, a small group of my men. It should be pretty cool. So yeah, Caesar has fallen back to this hill. He is preparing his infantry ready for this battle. He has his line of archers. He has these giant ballistae, which I'm hoping will get huge hits on the enemy. He also has some smaller artillery and siege equipment. But here we go, the first couple rounds. Nice. Oh, look at them just batter through the enemy formation. That was cool. Very, very cool indeed. We do have to be somewhat careful about our flanks, but I'm hoping it'll be okay. So if we slow it down quickly, I'll just quickly run through my army. Obviously, you can skip this if you want to, but if you are interested, it'll be really, really quick. So let's go. So on my front line, obviously, we have the Legio 3 of Gallica cohort. These guys are going to be making up my main front line. I have one line on my center and then one line just behind that. My archers are shooting out as well. Speaking of my archers, I have I'm not going to try and pronounce that, but I think these are more of my eastern archers. They've been deployed to Caesar's army, and I'm hoping they'll be able to rack me up plenty of kills as we watch them just shoot off a volley. Looking awesome. So I have 4 units of them. My second line is again just Legio 3. Then we have Caesar himself leading the troops here, and he actually, I think he has a custom model from Rome too. Yeah, he does have the custom model, which looks awesome indeed. Then on this right flank, I have the Legio 1st cohort, so these guys are holding the eagle high for Rome. Behind that, I have 2 units of these barbarian auxiliary units. I have 2 of these dudes here, and then another 2 over here in Cato's force. And then finally, I have some Legio 4 of the Macedonian region. These guys are going to be supporting Cato's side of it. So cool, I think we're ready to actually get started in this battle. I'm probably actually going to have to bring back my archers already in this combat. So let's do that straight away. Back you go, boys. So we'll bring these guys back. I'm also going to make sure I get ready, because we're about to throw a hellstorm of Pila very, very soon. It's going to be disgusting throwing this Pila. But we're going to make sure that we form shield wall as soon as the throw goes out, because forming shield wall will just give us a huge advantage fighting these. You can see some of our units are actually already forming it over there. Oh, here we go. They're all throwing it. Oh my god, look at that hellstorm. Form shield wall now, boys. Shield wall, you go quickly before the enemy get close, and then let's go cinematic mode as we watch the enemy charge in. So I did make sure that I turned off my shadows, so it shouldn't be as laggy as previous battles, but obviously it's still going to be laggy. We have 17,000 men fighting, almost 18,000 men fighting. So it's going to be another epic battle. And oh my god, artillery close, artillery close. Be careful. I mean, luckily, that was actually a pretty nice shot. We didn't actually hit any of our men. But yeah, as I said, just look at the amount of men forming up here. It is pretty crazy indeed. The shadows actually make it look pretty disgusting. I'm not going to lie. But here we go. We got the Legio free. Getting plenty of kills here. It's exactly what I like to see. Look at the Centurion as well. He's just pushed out of the main line. That is awesome. And they are stretching the line indeed. Trying to get around the flanks as well. How's the Legionary First Cohort doing? You guys are a beacon above all. Hold the Eagle tool. That's all you guys have to do. Hold the Eagle tool. So I guess we'll advance. Cato will give the order to advance these guys forward. We still have a few more peeler throws going off as well. And we do have quite a lot of cavalry as well to deploy. Obviously, Caesar is not done with his cavalry. He'll be using that very optimally. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting some cross shots over here, maybe. Again, we'll just get close-ups now as more artillery comes in. I will tell my archers to hold fire as well. Oh, look at them hits with a giant ballista. Oh my god. Caesar has done well here finding this strategic position for sure. And yeah, the lag isn't too bad whatsoever. Considering we have 17,000 men, this is... You can actually watch some decent duels, you know. It's a little bit laggy, but nothing too bad. So I think turning off shadows really helps. However, the only downside of turning off shadows is the fact that we can't like zoom out and watch the battle unfold. Because I always love doing that, but you know, without shadows on, it does not look too good. And I think the barbarians have actually managed to break through this right flank. They have indeed. Caesar, what are you doing? Reform and protect. Let's go ahead and send another unit over here. Now this is going to be bad because it's going to stretch a lot of our men over to this right flank, which is not what we want. We want to make sure that we have enough men to reinforce in the center when we need it. But we might not even need it, you know. The Roman shield wall could just hold here against the barbarians. Now I imagine some part of the barbarian walls are going to be weaker than others. Like I imagine, say, where they've got their basic infantry, it's not going to do too well. But again, I gave them I gave them as many of their noblemen as possible. I think there's a limit on noblemen, then their next one, and then the naked fanatics as well. I love how colourful these battles are as well. It's really awesome. Brutal fighting along the front line. Should we go back and visit Cato and see what he's doing right now? He still has a lot of men in his command ready to deploy, so he can definitely do that. Some of the barbarians have actually broken through and are fighting the auxiliaries on this right flank, but the auxiliaries are fine. That, you know, that's what they're meant for. We can take a quick look as well at the Legio 4. They've managed to surround quite a few of these barbarians, which is good. Eagle is being held high like it should be. Yeah, let's go, Cato. You have to kind of redeem yourself a bit. Some of their men are outflanking mine, so we'll turn around. We'll dispatch the cavalry as well to come round with you, Cato, and then we'll kind of do some nice hammer and anvils. How are our infantry lines holding? That's what I'm saying. They're trying to break through. They've actually managed to break a small gap in between my infantry lines, between the first cohort and the other infantry lines. So maybe I will reinforce here. We'll maybe send a unit of auxiliaries over here just to form up behind them. And again, look how nice the auxiliaries actually look. If we just take a moment to pause it, these auxiliaries have some really nice textures to them. And I love the green as well. The green looks really cool on them. I love their shields. The sandals look cool. Like even the detail right there. That's pretty nice. So yeah, let's go ahead and click play again. And watch this battle continue to unfold as the Romans are holding their line. Caesar decided to fight here for a reason, because he believed he was going to win. Eagle being held high like it should be. Legionary First Cohort inspiring everyone around. Good shield wall, boys. The auxiliaries are ready to pour in if I need support anywhere. How's the rest of the line doing? Have we managed to push them back over here yet? Not quite, but we're getting there for sure. We can definitely use our ballista to shoot into the side there. Giant catapult, how are you doing? We can probably get some more shots off, but for now you can hold fire for sure. We're not desperate for it right now. I'm hoping this our artillery up here will be able to get some good shots off. Or maybe you're being blocked now because I just threw another legion in here. You guys can actually throw your peeler. So just tell these guys to fire at will. Hopefully then they'll get their peeler out and just lob into the side of these men. Is that what you're going to do, boys? Hopefully they are. And then we'll get so many kills on that flank. But if not, that's fine. We can just... Oh, here we go. Peelers out, boys. Oh my god, look at them. We're getting so many throws off, getting stuck in the sides. Oh my god, that dude has like 5. Oh my god, look how many peeler that dude has in him. He's like 7 peeler in him. That is brutal. We're going to be cutting down this unit. A perfect flank. And now we'll charge in. Advance now, boys. Go on the aggression. Make them regret the day they decided to stand up against Caesar. Good, we're going to get a nice little pocket here of resistance, but we should be able to cut that down. No issue whatsoever. Again, I love to see the eagle. The eagle, it was being risen high, but I love to see the eagle up. Our main front lines are doing a good job at holding. They are in shield wall, so that's going to give them a good advantage. But again, they're up against some pretty annoying troops right here. These troops are not to be messed with whatsoever. I believe these are the Celtic Warband, the pretty good Celtic Warband. But if we can clean up this flank, I mean, this division is fighting, or this cohort is fighting back to back right now against, you know, some pretty elite units. So as long as this unit can hold until we've managed to deal with these guys, which I believe has just been the case. Good. Reinforce here. Charge down. You just reform the line now. But if we can break down onto the back of these troops right now, that'll be perfect. Killing any of these routing troops as well. So cool, let's go back. Oh my god, look at the battle. This looks so cool. So awesome. Caesar is very happy with the way it is going so far. How's the Legionary First Cohort doing? Again, several dead Romans are laying on this floor for sure. But as long as that eagle is not lost, that's all that matters. Cato is going to give the command to charge into the side of these guys with the support of some spearmen as well. So we can watch this charge. They're going to be throwing some javelins, or I guess some darts maybe first. And then they're going to be piling in my auxiliary barbarian cavalry. Are going to be pouring into this side now, along with Cato himself. Cato kind of needs to regain a bit of honor, because towards the end of that, he did actually manage to rout, and that charge is actually going to push these guys back now, actually completely breaking this right flank. That's exactly what we want to see. Good job. You did your job there. Let's reform now. And we obviously need to make sure that we reform. The 4th needs to come back in. We don't want to advance too much. You've got to remember, we are a organized force. We are Romans, so we don't need to go headless chickens or anything like that. This is not over straight away, just from one charge. We need to remember that we are strategic. We are Romans. We are a well-oiled machine. That looks pretty sick. That looks pretty sick indeed. I think we're actually breaking some of their weaker troops as well, further on down the line as well. Yes, we are. We're doing an amazing job. Caesar was definitely, you know, well-informed picking here. He knew his Romans in an open field battle was just always going to win. You know, fighting in an ambush battle, he would have just, I mean, not in so much an ambush battle, but to fight in the weak state his encampment was in previously just was not going to go too well. And I'm really impressed with the way the lag is dealing with this. Taking off shadows really does help. So that's awesome. That means, we, you know, as we go on further, we can kind of push the engine maybe just a little bit more going forward. So maybe I can, like, because the most men I've managed to push this is 24,000 men in the 7 Kingdoms mod. However, in Ancient Empires, you can have huge unit scale. So I might just try 30,000 men and see how that works. If you want to see that, make sure to leave a comment down below letting me know. It could be super laggy, but I think it'll be interesting nonetheless just to watch that. Just to see how far the Attila engine can actually get pushed. Again, this looks so cool. And as well as that, we also have all these reinforcements as well. We've got some of the barbarian cavalry up here as well. The general unit kind of supporting, fighting in the front lines. But we are pushing back the weaker units of the barbarian forces, which is good to see. Roman power moving on. And maybe after this episode, what we can do, because I'm pretty sure Caesar's going to win, you know. Caesar outsmarted the enemy. He, you know, got him into a terrain where he would be the winner. Maybe after this, what we can do is we can fight like a fort battle where the barbarians hold the fort battle, hold the fort, and we have to kind of march up to it like a hill fort or something. Because I believe there is actually a map where there is a hill fort, like a proper barbarian hill fort. So maybe we can reenact that. Maybe we can even get like Vespasian to do that or something like that. Shout out to Vespasian. As we continue going down this battle line, my god, so awesome. So awesome indeed. So I think we have managed to clean up, yeah, we have cleaned up this left flank now. Good, or not completely, but we are working our way on it for sure. And once we wrap around here, that'll be perfect. Perfect indeed. To keep on the work there. You know, our lines are getting a little bit weaker, you know. A lot of their routing men are now coming back to the field, so... You know, if we look at the kills to death, I've lost around about 1,000 men, and they've lost about 2,000 men. Yeah, about just over 2,000 men-ish, almost 2,000 men. So overall, it's pretty close. It's pretty close indeed. We will clean up this side though, because this will free up so many men for us to kind of, this will free up 2 units of legionaries who've actually had a pretty hard task about it. This legionary unit is down to 201 men from 260 or 240. Oh, this was actually down to 175. Damn, they have struggled a bit, but I think our superior tactics will win us the day. And we'll watch some of the Legio 4 fighting hard. This looks so cool. There's something about Romans just gets me excited. It's like, it's almost the same excitement level than when I'm playing like Third Age and stuff like that. I just love Third Age so much. And I love ancient warfare. Cato is currently just watching, chilling, ready to move in when the time comes. We've got the auxiliaries moving in now as well. They're going to be helping, supporting the battle line for sure. Their own kin fighting against them. But yeah, we've completely sandwiched this. Look at this right here. They have nowhere to run. They are fighting back to back right now. Auxiliaries on one side, Roman legionaries in the other. I don't know who I'd rather face right now. Yeah, there we go. They finally routed. So this is going to free up 2 more units of legionaries. We will reform these guys right here. Again, as I said, we're not like just going to be chasing after the enemy. We will reform, you know. We are a civilized nation. But my god, look at that center. Look at that huge mass rout. The enemy just don't have any men left. They have just they saw this battle was not going their way, and they have just got the hell out of here. Well, I guess we will advance forward then. Caesar will give the order to advance. Wow, I was not expecting that. I thought the enemy had a lot more in them, but I guess not. I guess that, you know, just the superior hill defense, the fact that we had several more lines just ready in reserve. Damn, that mass rout was absolutely insane. And let's push in. I mean, I guess Caesar will go in as well to resupply the line on his white horses, and we will just continue up the pain, I guess. We will send our horses out after them. We want to cut down and make sure this army, you know, is destroyed in the field. We'll send out Cato as well. And we'll chase down their general as well. If we can catch their general in combat, Caesar has put on his red cape and he's going into the engagement. We've got legionaries supporting him as well. We'll war cry on their general. I still cannot believe that the barbarians ran like that. I was not expecting that. But it makes sense. They were getting tired out. They're fighting uphill. And in this mod, they try and replicate like an actual army rout. Because in many situations, armies only rout like in Total War when they've got like no men left. But that wouldn't always be the case, if you're thinking more realistically. And I like the morale in this game for sure. It's still, obviously this is still a work in progress, so some stuff could definitely change, but here we go. We're cutting down the routing troops, and look at that. We've got legionaries just chasing them down, making sure we kill as many as possible. Cato himself is pursuing these barbarian people, capturing them, cutting them down. Serve them right. This is for the river crossing. This is for all the brave Romans who lost their lives at the river crossing. But don't forget, we are still fighting some of the troops. Oh no, actually, there we go. I think we've claimed victory today. As the cavalry continue just to pursue them. Legionaries continue to pursue them. There's just their general left to kill, which we will end up doing any second now. The rest of the cavalry is moving in. So I guess there we have it. Their general is routed and Caesar has claimed victory. However, I do not want this to be the end of this storyline. I want to have another hill battle because we're not going to be able to catch down the entire army. You know, we managed to win one small engagement, but there's so many barbarians still surviving this battle, trying to escape. Caesar has sent his scouts out after to try and capture all these troops running. But if you guys want to still see some sort of fort battle, some sort of hill fort battle where Caesar is pushing up to try and claim it, then let me know in the comments. Let me know by dropping a like on this video. And yeah, I think that would be awesome. 17,000 men. We managed to defeat them. Let's see who, if anyone, really racked up the kills. I'm going to save the replay as well because I want to maybe get a screenshot later on if the replay even works. But wow, I was not expecting that huge mass rout whatsoever. So yeah, if we look at it, some of Legio 2 really going in. 300 kills, 224 kills. Legio 4 doing a pretty decent job. Legio first cohort getting 134 kills. You know, Cato definitely redeeming himself, commanding the Macedonians, or the Legio Macedonia to victory for sure. Ballista getting 33 kills, which was pretty cool. But yeah, what an awesome battle. So yeah, as I said, they only lost 3,600 men, which is kind of cool. It means they still have an army of 7,000 men, which are going to retreat back to this river fort if you guys want to see that. Well, not river fort, but fort. And they'll retreat back to that and kind of take up a refuge there with the rest of their troops. And then maybe we can see a famous Caesar siege or something. It'd be really cool if we could recreate Alesia in this mod. That'd be so sick if we could actually do that. Hopefully the map makers are on making that map, because that'd be so much fun for sure. But yes, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Sorry I was a little bit short. I wasn't actually expecting them to rout. Maybe I should have given them a bit more experience or something. But I think they did admirably. It makes sense why they routed. They weren't getting anywhere. They were getting cut down. Their right flank had just gone. So it does make sense the reasons they did rout for sure. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time and fish out.